Hello and welcome to my little corner of YouTube. If you're new here, welcome in. I do hope you enjoy it. And if you are a returning friend of the channel, then I'm so glad that you didn't miss today. Now, I will hint that there is some really exciting new material coming up soon. Bait's still in the works, but it's gonna be a good one. Anyway, I hope you do enjoy today's, even though I gave you a little bit of a spoiler there. It'll whet your appetite for the future. So grab your place by the fire, curl on up with your favorite beverage, and sit with me as I thoroughly confuse a scammer. It almost goes without saying these days that you pretty much need to be careful what you put in and around your mouth when tuning into some of these unhinged scam baits. Here, I was on Johnny Depp's official fan page, and this was sometime in early November. And of course, the scammer had a picture of Johnny doing some normal thing. I think he was signing fan art or something. And the scammer said, "How will you feel if you meet me in person, Johnny Depp?" Because of course it was. You believe him, right? I think I said something, as flippant as I wouldn't feel any different or I'd feel the same. I mean, that's pretty much what I would say. It's kind of things like I usually go on these things to on Facebook to call out the scammers, to help people realize that they are scammers, to identify other scammers, and to potentially get them to come to talk to me. Sometimes these assholes make me work and I have to go into their inbox, but Lily Rose answered me and said, "My name is Lily Rose. I noticed you are a top fan of my dad, Johnny Depp. I would love to contact you with him. If you want me to, send me a direct message." Well, her hand to God, Johnny Depp. Why not? Can't pass that up. So I proceeded to talk to our Lily Rose. Well, sort of. I was just about to, but she contacted me. "Hello, ma'am." "Okay, love," I said. "I'll make you contact him on his private chat Zangy," she declares. "You will make me?" "Yes, ma'am. My dad, Johnny Depp, only talk on Zangy with lovely fans. So, if you're ugly, you're not allowed. So don't be ugly and you can talk to Johnny Depp on Zangy. We all learned a lesson. Now we can go home." Anyway, you thought you got off scot-free there. No. "Right, but you said you will make me, as in you have control over me. I get that Mr. Depp will only talk on Zangy. I'm just not a fan of people who want to make me do something," I explained. "I have talked to him about you, ma'am. You won't be doing anything, ma'am, except giving over all my money and information. I think you aren't understanding what I'm saying. Do you have his membership?" she tries. "You said you would make me talk to him." And so I made sure she was aware of what it meant to make somebody do. I mean, we all know it, but apparently she didn't know it, that to make somebody do something is to force, compel, coerce, constrain, or oblige to make someone or something yield. And, further on, basically, we should never make somebody do anything against their will, at least in this instance. I mean, splitting hairs, but to make a child go to bed, that's something different altogether. Anyway, I digress. I think you don't know the definition of making people do something. English can be tricky, I told her. And she responded to the me saying that she would make me, and she says, "Yes, ma'am." So she agrees. She's going to make me talk to Johnny Depp. Totally not getting it. So I reminded her of the definition. I said, "Please do read the definition. Besides, I don't use Zangi, so I guess the fact that you don't understand my English doesn't matter." "I'm sorry, ma'am. I was typing error, or it was a typing error. They always like to say it's a typing error. Never can they own up to the fact that they had no clue what they were talking about." But she did apologize twice. "I'm sorry, ma'am, it was a typing error, and then I'm sorry about that." "I understand your English, ma'am. It was a typical error. You can download Zangi, and he will call you as soon as possible." I said, "A typing error that when I asked you multiple times about it, you still said yes." "Huh. Okay, well, being a young ESL person, this can happen," I reasoned. For those folks that don't know, because I understand ESL is an acronym that is not necessarily used all over the world, ESL simply means English as a second language. And all of these scammers that I personally deal with are English as a second language people. Nothing wrong with it. But this scammer is trying to pretend that she is the daughter of a famous American actor who, by all rights, should be fluent in both English and French. So, yeah, anyway, there's that. And my response to being a typical error, and I said, "Trust me, there was nothing typical about that error, love. Let's move on, though. Thank you, ma'am. I'm sorry." And I think really she was thanking me for moving on and not harping on the subject, which I very much wanted to harp on it a little bit more, but, Anyway, anything I can do to help the youth of the world, I said. "Can you download the Zangi now?" Of course, she totally didn't read the part where I said I'm not going to do it. I said, "Thank you for asking. No, I cannot download Zangi." "So, how do you want to connect with him, ma'am?" "He only chat on Zangi." "You can download Zangi, ma'am. It's easy to download and use. I can assist you to download it." Of course, the scammer can assist me. It's in the scammer's best interest to get the boomers on board, Well, it's been a delight to talk to you, though, young lady. Stay on school. I'm supposed to be in school. Or on it, maybe that's what floats your boat. And keep up on your studies. I'm sure you will make it big someday. I mean, physically I can. I'm not a boomer, dear. I was born at night, just not last night. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am. I really appreciate. Do you have Dad's membership card? She asks. I can't keep up with POF, Discord, Facebook, Instagram. Too many apps. I just won't get more. Don't get me started on all the streaming services. And really, it's getting out of control, folks. You can only talk to him through mail. Oh, sorry, you can also talk to him through mail, too. If you really want to talk, TP him. I'm assuming she meant to. I hope she meant to. A Mr. Deep fan card. How odd is that? Is that like a baseball trading cards? Like if I collect a bunch of celebrities, I win something? No, ma'am. It's a membership card that you need to purchase that will give you access to his private chat, and you can also call him too. His private chat is on a card, I said, acting confused. Okay, well, thank you very much again for your time. You need to get his membership card so you will have access to his private chat. Please send you mail so the management team will send you a mail and connect you with him as soon as possible, came her reasonable and logical request. Where is this private chat located? How much money for this card? My email address, I asked. I'm sure he can add me up here if he likes. $500, ma'am, she says about the amount of money. And that the private chat is only located on Zangi and email. I know it's not that hard to make a throwaway email, and I could do that, and I could just give them my email address, my throwaway email address, but you know what? I don't really feel like it. So I'm not going to do it. Maybe it's missed opportunities, maybe not. I'm just not going to do it. He doesn't use Facebook, ? But he can call you over here. I'm assuming she meant over here as in Zangi or you know what, I don't know. She didn't specify, but I'm guessing because she's claiming he doesn't use Facebook, he can't call me on Facebook, so it'd have to be email or Zangi. But I let that go. $500 in what currency? I inquired. Why do I need $500 to talk to him on Zangi now when it was free at the start of the conversation? This is all so confusing. Yes, a call would be nice. I am not available for a call right now. As I'm sure you've noticed, I'm not responding as fast as I normally do. Would he, that was supposed to be would he, not would be. Would he be available in 5 hours for a call, I asked. And then he said, quote, she said $500 in US currency. Oh, a bummer, I'm not American, I told her. And in her response to him not using Facebook, I said, sure he does. Because, of course, I found a Johnny Deep on Facebook. You can make the call once the payment is... You can make the call once you made the payment, she tells me. And then she asks where I'm from because I'm not American. Oh, you never said I need to pay for the phone call, I told her. I said I'm from Queensland, love. You just said I need to pay for the card, not the call. You offered him to call me here, and I found his Facebook account too. And I showed her, again, Johnny Deep's Facebook account, one of the many Johnny Deeps. I am pretty sure the conclusion has been made amongst most scam baiters that Johnny Depp scammers are young, some of the younger ones, but the youngest Johnny Depp scammers are the ones that are Johnny Deep. And it just, to me, it shows through the way they speak. I have so many Johnny Depp videos. You can go through them, and quite a few Johnny Deeps. And you can see there is a much younger feeling to the Deeps than there is to the Depps. And everybody in between. So I guess I can add him up here myself. Crikey, will you look at the time? Okay, love, I have to go have a Captain Cook about a flat I'm meant to buy. I'ma do the Harry and have a looky-loo before it's snatched up. I'll ring you when I'm back. For the non-Australian people out there, I just said, I have to go, basically I said I have to go on an adventure. I have to go on a bit of a journey, a footpath, if you will, and take a look at a home that I was going to buy. Because, of course, buying homes in Australia is oh so easy. As I roll my eyes, it's not. Mostly you rent them for, a week or so at a time. It's a thing. And then the Harry is, basically I got to get out of Dodge. You can't talk to him on phone, she says. And then, really? About the finding him on Facebook. Him only chat on Zangi and email, she responds. But he's right here, I protested. Ma'am, is scam. Some people are using my dad picture for scam, believe me. Oh no, I don't think so. No one would be evil enough to try to steal money. Really? She asks. I think I will just reach out to Johnny Depp on my own, seeing as you can't help. I knew you would believe it, ma'am. I'm sorry, what do you mean by this? Believe me when I say it, Ma. What do you mean by Ma? I don't think she meant to say Ma and let her Nigerian show, but she did. Yes, I know. This is most likely a boy scammer, not a girl scammer. However, let's not be sexist. There are many female scammers out there. Women scammers, girl scammers, whatever you want to use to identify the fact that it is the opposite gender of a male. Sorry, I do know some people get offended by certain words used to identify the opposite sex. And I don't want to really offend anybody much, except for scammers. Oh, why would Johnny Depp try to steal from me? I said. If you believe that is his, then you can talk to him, she allows me. So wait, first it's a scam you are trying to protect me from, and now it's fine to talk to him. What's really going on here, Omo? Child, in pidgin. Yes, I'm trying to protect you from the scammers, she says. The scammers? Not sure what a scammer is, Omo. But I'm mighty glad that you are trying to save me from them. I guess they are the really bad scammers. Yes, please listen to me and avoid them, ma'am. And if you aren't aware of many of the other scam baiters out there, like Pleasant Green, Jim Browning, Pierogi, oh my God, Scam Sandwich, the Kit Boga, all those guys, Atomic Shrimp, then you may not know that the only reason why she's trying to protect me from the Johnny Depp that I was saying I was going to go talk to is because she knows they're a scammer just like she is. And if I go to him, then because I'm so, quote, stupid and gullible as far as she's concerned, then I will give him all my money and she won't get any. So it's in her best interest to try to convince me the other guy is a scam, but that the grift that she's working is legit and true. Okay, Omo, I will listen to you and not talk to Mr. Depp. Send your email to talk to my dad management, she advised. I didn't realize how bad these scams are, Omo. I really did love calling her child, and she didn't say anything about it. Not once. I had to go and look it up, which, of course, I didn't. I kind of already had a small inkling, if you will. So I, quote, looked it up to find out that celebrities do not randomly message fans. Uh-oh. She randomly messaged me. And they don't ask them to buy Hollywood fan cards. It's just them wanting you to send money. And it went on a little bit more information, the same kind of information that you'll find in pretty much all my videos and any scam baiter video that you may or may not watch. So what would upgrade you from, so that, referring to my findings, would upgrade you from Omo, child, to Omo Riri, crazy child. Unless you are a Mugu that is tricked by Mr. Depp into trying to recruit people. Ma'am, just send your email and talk to my dad management, she said, getting all fed up with me. My dear Bobo, meaning boy, Now, how am gonna be able to do such? It's like you say, my manchi, my guy. Scam scammers. And I reminded her of the fact that it simply doesn't happen. Celebrities don't just randomly contact you, and they don't ask for membership cards and paying money and all that BS. So out came GPT. Don't worry, ma'am. You got this. Breaking it down into smaller tasks might help. What specifically is holding you back? Let's tackle it together. Would you like some guidance or resources to get started? Since my scammer broke out GPT, I broke out some pigeon because I was quite frankly done. Manchi Omo, scammers are my barrier, my dude. Custerne pap way jond. E Dante way yarnish day for back, you know. And just like that, she was gone. Now, what I had said there was, my guy, child, scammers are my barrier, my dude. Things aren't always what they seem. Stay sharp. And then I, with the coup de grace, let them know in no uncertain way. Oh, goodness. I'm sorry. I got so excited I had coughing. I thought I paused it. I thought my coughing fit was over. Sorry about that. In no uncertain way, after saying that looks can be deceiving, stay sharp, I told her there's nothing new under the sun, which is true. All of these scams are as old as time. I've said it before. Scammers of all types, shapes, and sizes have been around. The earliest known was 300 BC. The only thing now is that with the introduction of the internet in the 1990s, scamming has become easier and easier and easier for the untoward people to do nasty things. And then, that's not even, we're not even talking about the phone scams and the email scams. Just, it's pretty bad. So, yeah, she didn't like that. And there goes my poor little Lily Rose. Just for shits and giggles, I'll also include a very short one from Johnny Depp official fan page, which is the same fan page that I found Lily Rose on. He had posted, I want to meet someone who make me the way music does. Who could that be? So I made some smart-ass comment, and he came into my DMs like a shot. Hello, love. Hello, Starshine. What's your name and where are you from? Wow, getting right into it, are you? I asked. Okay, then. Skipping the pleasantries, I can tell you my name is Aya Falk and I am from Queensland. Quote, make me the way music does, I believe is what you said. Don't suppose you can explain that sentence, love. What do you mean, he asks. Exactly my question, love. You said you want to meet someone who make me the way music does. So since I have you in this private chat, I just wanted to ask you about it. Guess you don't know why you said that either. So I was thinking about all the roles you played over the last four, it's supposed to be four, as in the number 4, decades. I think since you played the demon barber of Fleet Street, you should play H.H. Holmes. He was a murderous scammer who built a murder hotel right by the World's Fair in Chicago in 1893. Okay, then, I'm done talking to you too. You aren't as important as you think you are. Stop clapping and be real with yourself now. And he ran away. I don't know why. Whatever did I do to scare him? Thank you for sitting with me by the fire, oh cozy, as I completely confuse a scammer and then totally F around with a little tiny boy that ran away too fast. I hope you liked this video. I hope you will give it a thumbs up, ring the bell so you know when I'm going to do more. And keep in mind, like I said, the scam bait is still in process, but I have one that, that you will really love. Normally, I do the FIFO method, first in, first out. So my oldest scams are what I am posting right now to you on YouTube. And my newer ones stay at the back, just nice, fresh rotation. But once this one is done, it is so good, I'm actually going to push it ahead of the line. Stay safe out there and don't get scammed because I care.